Hello and welcome to Integrator Dima channel. If you will try to steal someone's code, probably something like this can happen with you. Of course, it's a joke, so it is just a training mistake. And let's discuss obfuscation today. What is obfuscation? In simple words, it's to make code hard to read and understand by other people who can inspect it, for example, in web browser. It's also applicable for mobile applications, but we will mostly discuss front-end code. So why should we use it? The main goal is to hide business and proprietary logic and algorithms. So for example, competitors can't understand how you set a discount or make some decisions or other things. In order to prevent effective reverse engineering, you must use an obfuscation tool. This tells us the Open Web Application Security project. So let's jump quickly to see what is it and how it looks like. So here it's like a GitHub repository for JavaScript obfuscator, and you can see this is like an example of human readable code, and after obfuscate process it will look something like not very readable at all for people. But also you need to understand if it's easy to kind of read and restore this code by machine, so not only by human. Moving on, and there is no such thing like a decryption key in the front end, for example, because like the hacker can pick the key and restore the code and use it. That's why it's not the same as encryption, just for your information. What expectations are from this tool? The expectation are that the code should work the same and generate exactly the same output. So after the obfuscation process. Is it secure if you already implemented obfuscation? No, because use obfuscation just in addition to other good security practices. So it's just a one puzzle of like security in your environment. How to do it? How is it implemented? So mostly the techniques are around reordering, encoding, splitting, renaming. We partially saw it, and concealing techniques. And how to measure if it is a good or bad obfuscation. So that's a good point, because there are three metrics: potency, resilience, and cost. So the idea of those covers how good you have like masked your code, how much time it will take for the hacker to do reverse engineering. It might be very hard to read for human, but for machine it will be very easy process to restore your code. And also another side of this is to understand how complex your code will be in terms of the bundle size, and if your application will not be very fast and effective after this is also something you need to focus on, how expensive it will be for you, how you will be finding the balance between those three metrics to make obfuscation effective. And item number 8 tells us about the compatibility and integration. It's mostly about different browsers, maybe some functions, some parts of your code, or different frameworks that do not support it. So you should focus on those as well. The typical flow that you might see, it is like you develop something, you can build it, then in your like CI/CD process you can obfuscate it, and then like deploy and test. Okay, if we made code not readable for people, how we can debug it then in production? Will it be a nightmare? No, because we can use source maps, but it's also a question of which tool and which method you are using, because this seems to be like a free tool for like of JavaScript obfuscator. They have also a version that you can try here in browser, obfuscator.io. So yeah, this is like an example of what you will see in the output if your input will be just this simple. So you can see that the size of file increases. So that's why it's a question if you use a free obfuscator or maybe paid enterprise solutions. So it's up to you, but you need to trust it. So that you need to be sure that it works effectively and protects your code. It's also recommended to change your code from deployment to deployment. So enterprise obfuscators can do this. It means if the hacker took some time and already made some progress, after the next deploy, they need to redo it from scratch. And also there are some advanced techniques that might be implemented. For example, when the hacker tries to debug your code and understand what's going on and how it happens, you can throw some errors or try to do redirect or break your code or whatever. So trying to protect, as always, it's like a security guys against the hackers. So hopefully now it is more clear for you. I will share some links, and also you can check plugins for different tools, like try to implement it in your project if you really need it. That's it. Please like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.